Hello, 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 Capricorns. How you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing good. Yeah. All right. We are all set. I'm Patty, and I'm an empath that does intuitive reading sessions. I don't have to use tarot, but I enjoy doing tarot because it's also another way of getting symbolism from the divine. So I'm an extremely intuitive empath that majority of what I do comes from spirit, no matter if it's here or if it's in my daily life. If I feel the intuition that I need to listen to spirit, then I definitely do. And it comes in coaching, my life balance coaching, as well as my spiritual coaching and health and nutrition. So nutrition and fitness, that was my thing for many, many years, bodybuilding and competing and stuff like that. So that's for another time. So I thank you for coming. If you're brand new, welcome. And there is an About page if you want to learn how I do my intuitive readings or coaching and things like that. If you want more information for coaching, it's also down at the bottom. For those of you that are returning, thank you. I appreciate it. For those of you that don't understand, I actually am going to pull some oracle cards here in just a second, and that's going to give us our energies and vibrations for next week, the 10th through the 16th. So I do these weekly. The only new news I have is that most of them are going to be live. Majority of them will be live. I'm learning a lot about YouTube. YouTube. And so YouTube to me. So anyway, I'm learning a lot about that. So, but I'd love to interact with my viewers. So yes, you can ask a question. A lot of the times I get, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Yes, you can. But I won't answer that until about the end. All right. And because I need to keep the vibrations, I need to keep focused because I do get energies. I do get messages. I do get downloads. I don't want to disrespect anybody on the other side that wants to put input through us. So please respect them as well. They were once here. Not all of them. Some of them are angels. Some of them guide. So just be respectful of that. So here we go. So this is for Capricorns for the 10th through the 16th. Please give me the vibrations, the energies, any messages, any downloads, anything at all, symbols that you want me to see, want me to transpire, want me to share. That one didn't want to go. Sometimes these cards have a mind of their own. Having smaller hands, you know, these cards are really sort of big. Are we going there again this week? Really? My goodness. So with the first card out that we pulled in energy is listening. Was that one that we had last week too? Because it sure seemed to like to come up in almost every single one. So if it's coming up and then apparently, oh, we got lots of them. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is one that has come up several times. Is there anything else, Divine, on the oracles that you want me to share? That came up a lot of time. Boy, somebody's going through a bunch of stuff right at this moment. Wow, a bunch of stuff. Okay. So, of course, our first card out was listening, and that was by itself, completely by itself, so that's really important to understand. So if you look at it, you got a bird on the top of its head and the bird on the bottom of the head. It actually is singing to the other bird. Everything is peaceful, cool. They're all in balance. It's just a very serene time, very peaceful time. This is something that you are going to need because we have... this came in the center. So we have heal the ouch. So like I said, somebody is going through something. We have dry desert. Dry desert means you're sort of stuck in a sandstorm kind of thing. And we have storm fields and wide open. So wide open in this case, and what I'm hearing is choices. You're wide open for choices. You have the decision to get yourself out. You have the resources. You have it inside you, whatever this storm is, to heal. Thank you for everything that you're giving me. To heal whatever this is, whatever this storm is, whether it's a physical, whether it is an emotional, whether it is a relationship. A lot of it has to do with relationships. And so you're trying to heal from that, but you have to listen to yourself and not so much the people around you. I would say humans would love to give you every type of advice, and most of the time it's not the best. But you will need to listen to the divine as he gets you. See, she's on top of the highest point wherever she is. She is looking up. She is looking out. There is light. That's where you need to be looking at. Yeah. Okay. So whoever is going through a storm right now, these are things that life balance coaching and all that kind of stuff can help you with, because a lot of the times you can't see out of the storm without having somebody else. I know you just said don't listen to humans, but also you got to listen to spiritual coaching, because that's where you're going to get your answers from. And I'm not saying me. Find somebody in your area, find somebody around you that you trust, and get some spiritual coaching. If you are going through a storm, they will help you get through that storm. They will help you heal that pain, that ouch, because a lot of this starts with spirit. A lot of this. But you need to be listening to yourself inside, what your intuition is saying, and what the divine is telling you to do. The divine is telling you what to do or not do. Sometimes the divine just says, stay still, baby. Stay still. Hang tight. I'm a-working. All right. Let's stop being silly and let's get some seriousness down. Although divine knows I'm a little bit silly. Yeah, first card out, death. Something's ending. So whatever it is you're going through, I don't know what it is for whoever this is, it is ending. But if you look at the light way back, there's something new in the horizon. You're going to see that have to go through that area to get there. So you're going to have to go through the pain. You're going to have to go through the hurt, whatever it is. Sadly, if there is a death, you do have to go through that grieving, that process. Just really quick story. Yesterday, I love my aunt. She apparently was 96 when she passed away. I mean, we visited her right before they put her in a nursing home, sold her house. I was so angry at my cousins, so angry, because all they care about was the money. And then they cut me off. I mean, for me, they cut everybody off. Don't get me wrong. They cut everybody off so that she could not talk to anybody. And so, of course, she went downhill. And that was the last hurt. I would try to call all the nursing homes, try to call all these other places. Nobody knew where she was. I did finally get her and found her in the nursing home. But then they took her phone away because she was starting to get dementia. She was 94. So trying to find her, trying to go down to see her, see how she's doing, because my horrible cousins cut everybody off. Yeah, left everybody out in the cold. Cut everybody off. And my daughter and I were just asking, and I've been praying for her every single day. My daughter yesterday, she goes, I wonder if Aunt Gertie died. And I said, I don't know. She goes, would you feel it? And I said, I don't know. Some people I do. Some people I even know they're in the process of dying. And that's being an empath. I thought I was cursed when I first started doing that. I thought, oh my gosh, I thought I was the angel of death, believe it or not. For a long time, I was like, why do I have to have this knowledge? Why? But now it's a blessing. But the thing was that I said, I don't know. But something pushed me to go on the internet and search her name in the city that she lived in. And there was her obituary. Yeah, she died February 12th of 2019. Family can be cruel. That is why I say listen to spirit. Family can be really, really cruel. They will leave you out in the cold sometimes. Humans can be leaving you out in the cold. This is, I don't know who this is for, why I'm even telling you this story. But just know that your closure comes from you and comes within. So yes, I cried some tears that nobody would tell me. You know, they were all worried I was out for her money. I didn't care about her money. I cared about her as a beautiful, beautiful soul. But the hurt does come and the pain does come, and that is okay. The grieving does come. Same when my brother was murdered. The grieving comes. The time is to come. And this could be a job. This could be school. This could be, you know, a parent leaving with this COVID. We've got, you know, thousands of people dying. You know, just understand this is a process of life. This is something that I'm getting goosebumps for somebody, and I'm sorry. That's I'm an empath. I'll start crying with you. But that is really, really hard for you to go through. See, look at me. Woo! That's empaths. Wow. But it is really, really hard for you to go through. But just know that that the divine is there. The divine is listening. The divine is with you. And the divine will heal you. I'm going to get my voice back. The divine will heal you. The divine is the only one that can heal you other than yourself. And, you know, whatever this is that is ending, and I'm feeling, of course I'm feeling it, because I'm an empath, and it's extremely, extremely emotional to you guys, whatever it is. Just don't try to juggle too many things at one time. Just know that you have to really go with your intuition at this time, what's best for you, whatever this storm is for you. If you're heartbroken over something, if you're stuck, you're in a place where there's no movement, but it is a dry period. This is a time to heal. This is a time to take care of yourself. This is a time to cry. It's okay, because yeah, somebody is hurt. Somebody's left out in the cold. The thing is, you know, this little bugger, I'll never give him the big bugger name, because he thinks that he's won. He has not. He has not won. He never wins. He never will win. So he just wants to keep you in bondage. Here's the thing. He will keep you in bondage in your pain, whatever pain you're in. If it's emotional, physical, I know people have gone through physical changes, things that will. But if you notice something, there is somebody there to help mend you. There is somebody there to help mend you and help you through that process. It goes together. It's the divine. He's the one that will heal your heart. He is the one that will keep you moving forward. He will also, if you listen to him, get your priorities order and straight. He will also let you know. I will be really surprised if the Ace of Sword doesn't come up, or a sword of some type, because the people around you, when you're healing, know you're vulnerable. And this is a time not to date. If you're dating and you're going through any storm whatsoever, you need to wait till the storm is over, or wait till your grieving is over, or wait till you are healed within to even start dating. Or you bring that right in to be actually vulnerable, and does somebody take advantage of your kindness or your love or whatever it is. And no offense to the guys, but a lot of the times they see that in a woman, and all they want is a booty call, and they'll use that, you know, and act like that, and then they'll leave. And that's not to be mean. That's I've seen it over and over and over again. Yeah, so we're trying to get that star balance back, that light, that energy, that love, that spiritual. Again, there's spirit there. The Empress is very nurturing, you know, just like a nurse would be nurturing. A good friend is nurturing, those kind of things. It's a nurturing time. It's a nurturing time. Is there anything else with this deck, please? Is there anything else with this deck? Queen of Wands. She's somewhat spiritual because she's looking at her shadow side. She does know is her shadow side. She's a little bit of a flutterbug, though, so people might be coming and go. But you know what? We all have sort of a shadow side, a dark side that we look at. We have to know that our shadow side, and people say, well, I don't know. If you're new to this, then you would say, well, I don't know what you mean by shadow. Well, we have a dark side and a light side. Sometimes, it's sort of like that bad angel, good angel kind of thing. Like I'm going to, you can do this, you will do this, you're strong, you're pretty, blah, blah, blah. And then the devil is on your other side saying, no, you know what, you're ugly and you'll never amount to anything. And that's what shadow is try not to listen to that shadow side because the vibrations are lower. You have to thank it because we cannot grow without it. We cannot, that's part of us. It's just part of us. But the thing is that it's the same storm. If you allow yourself to stay in that storm, then, and it turns out to be depression. So if you're in a depression, that is a circumstantial thing around you. That is something you are allowing to control you from the outside in. So that is where this dry storm will not be able to get over, or the dry desert won't be able to get over this storm. So what you're needing to do is allow that healing process to grow so that these wide open places can come back and be offered through the divines, through the listening. You need, listening to yourself, your heart, that kind of thing. So, sorry, divine popped that in and popped it right out. I was like, okay, whatever, okay. So nurturing yourself is okay. This is okay. And I'll tell you something, if you are going through grief and you're new to it, don't be surprised if it doesn't last you a lifetime. It gets easier through time, but the thing is, a song, a smell, because our spirits do come back and around for at least a while that we know of, and through a time period, especially right after they pass on, they can hear us, they can see us, they're around. But the thing is that when they do come around, a smell, maybe there's a draft or a cold feeling, or maybe a lot of the times it's a smell, or it's like a comfort there that only they could have given you, like a little piece, or like, oh, I remember that. And it might be just them. It happens a lot around their anniversaries, around their passing anniversaries, about their birth here. Because if you look at our birth, it's actually death kind of a thing. And then we're born again, or believe the earth again kind of thing, if you believe in that. Or reincarnation and all that kind of stuff. Anyway. So, talk to them. Talk to them. If you smell, I smell my mom. She used to smoke a lot, but she didn't after when she passed and stuff. But she used to smoke a lot, and she used to wear this taboo perfume. And some of the stuff that I've gotten rid of most of her stuff, but the thing is, I keep a couple of things, and the taboo smell is all gone, but sometimes like her gloves or something will have like because she used to, back in the day, they used to wear those long gloves, driving gloves, and so I kept a pair of those because it has not only a little bit of her perfume, but her cigarette smell, and it sounds disgusting, but it's mom, and I'll smell that out of the blue, and there's no way that I could smell that from her gloves because they're in plastic bags. They're tucked away in storage. And also when my brother, who was murdered, was around, I can sense when he's around. He comes here during my readings frequently. But my mom, yeah. Anyway, you'll be able to smell. You'll know that they're around. And yes, they can come and visit. All right. So with this, something is going on with this storm that you're just not seeing things. You're maybe actually needing the truth. And this guy is being a little butt, because I'm not going to give him any power. We do not want to give him any power. We do not want to go to our negative thoughts, or woe is me, a pity party, anything like that. Nobody understands me. We don't want to do that. So we want to stay, to get out of this storm, we want to ask the truth. We want to say, okay, I can't see. I don't know what the future is going to bring, but what is truth to me? What is it that I need to be able to get out of and heal from all this that is happening? Okay. So I don't know why he brought it in right now, because I wanted to read these two cards. But also, too, because the Empress is here, somebody is maybe in a pregnancy they don't want, which would have a lot of this. Because then you're like, okay, when the baby comes, then it is no more longer me by myself. And you're not prepared for that. You're never prepared to have a baby anyway. You really aren't. But you need to heal from that, and you do need to. This is where, okay, that's why you had me do that, because you're undecided what to do, and you're thinking about the alternative of not keeping it, and that just know that it is a blessing, and it is always perfect timing when it's divine, and everything works out. All right. So, but that's where this card comes in. You don't know which road to take. Truth, or do you go with the devil? One side of the fence or the other. You cannot do this in the middle. So that's for somebody. And the healing is because this is something that you didn't plan, you weren't prepared for. A lot of the times when we create a soul tie, which means we sleep with somebody and they aren't our permanent soul mate or mate for our soul, then we created a tie, and then we create things that we don't want. So it's really important to really be mindful who you lay with, because that could last you a lifetime. Anyway, so you got to listen to, heal your hurt, decide what you're going to do, heal, and your need to listen to the divine. If you're going to listen to the divine, divine's going to tell you, I gave you this as a gift. I gave you this at my timing, not your timing. And it is my gift, and it belongs to me. And you are just to help me with it. So with that, please, divine. I hate to get in the middle of all that kind of stuff, but you are fighting something, and you do need rest, because whatever is going on in your storm, it is draining you, and you cannot think clearly. You need to get rest, good nutrition, good exercise, get out, take a walk, do that kind of thing. Moving forward with the Page of Wands, we move forward. This is be more creative in your thinking, more open to your thinking about those things. Be open to whatever this storm is. Sometimes, especially like COVID, this is a storm for a lot of people. It's not just a few people, it's everybody. So this storm, you're either going to go with it, the ebbs and the tides and the flows, and ride your boat and go, or you're going to be fighting it all the way. I had to put some light in it because it's too strong. It's too dark. But you're going to either go with the flow and let's see how it plays out. Let's see what happens for the future. Or you are going to fight it all the way. And you think you're going up, but you're actually going down. Go with the flow. All right? And you will go so much further. So much further. Whew. This is heavy one. This is so heavy. All right, Capricorns. Is there anything else? Now, when I read my cards, just know that everything is of divine. So sometimes these all meld together really well. Sometimes I'll do 3 cards and I'll get nothing. But it's not like a normal spread. Like I said, you got to go and read how I do my spreads. I don't do a normal spread. This is divine spread, not my spread. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, and I apologize for getting a little emotional, but I'm an empath. I feel someone's pain out there. I feel it. It's sort of like when I know somebody is dying. I feel their pain. I feel their fear. I feel everything. I cannot share that with them. I just can't. The divine, that's not what the divine wants me to do. My job is to walk beside them through that process. I even knew my brother was not coming home about a year before he was murdered. I tried so hard to get him home. He was in trouble with the law a little bit and all that kind of stuff, but I tried to get him home before. I just said, bro, keep your nose clean. Hang tight. Don't do anything. Just do your work. Be good. I'm going to send you a plane ticket. Yeah, didn't happen. 5 days short of his first year of sobriety. But let me tell you, that was the most beautiful. I mean, there was a taxi cab driver murdered the week before him. He's a taxi cab driver. He was murdered. And then the week after him in Florida, somebody was attacked while they were driving in their car. But they were packing by then. The taxi cab drivers were packing. Turned around, shot the fare. And I don't know if he lived or not, but because we were there in Florida for a week. But yeah, just crazy, crazy times. You can get through it. You can get through it. Whatever this story is for you. All right. So looks like Capricorns, this is it for your reading today. Heavy reading, but it is a good reading because out of our pain and our struggles and our healing, we not only, it's for us, but it's for us to help and teach somebody else. And maybe that's why the divine put this one here, this heavy one. I don't know who this is for. I would love to know if there's anything I can do to help. Of course, comment or even go on my email me. And some of these things are private, so email me, and that's what I'm here for. But something is ending, and that is creating a new beginning, a new beginning. Okay, so that is ending, and we are getting to a new beginning. So you just have to hold on. Know that there is somebody there for you. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, but you have to, you really have to. The last thing I'm going to say is you really, really have to. Do not go to the negative. Do not go to the pity parties. Do not, why now? Especially if it's a pregnancy. Why now? Why, you know, don't ask the whys because you won't ever know. Our divine is, our universe and our energies and vibrations are so vast we could never fathom. We cannot even fathom until we're on the other side. So, all right, Capricorns, I thank you. And I will definitely be interested if this resonated with somebody. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe, especially if this resonated with you. It really helps to subscribe, especially for us new channels out there. And I hope to see you on the 17th. Remember, this was for the week of I've been saying March. I don't know why. Woo! For August 10th through the 16th. We'll see you then.